Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony will begin in 2 minutes. The recording of the ceremony will begin at this time as well. Please place your devices on mute and join us as we give honors to our nation. At this time, please rise for the playing of the national anthem. At this time, please focus your attention to Chaplain Rabbi Mark Getman for the invocation.
Thank you. Lord Almighty, source of all wisdom and understanding, we are so very thankful for all that you have taught us each and every day. We're especially thankful for all that you have taught these men and women in their time of learning. The laughter, the camaraderie, the testing of their abilities, these are gifts for which we are so very thankful. Today is a very special day as the Long Island ROTC Culper Battalion recognizes the hard work of the cadets in the Long Island ROTC Culper Battalion. We give you thanks that you gave these cadets the integrity and the strength to make it through this far. We give you thanks for their courage to follow their vision and to see it to fruition. It is also a stepping stone to the next stage of the fulfillment of the vision as future officers in the United States Army. Lord, we ask that you give these cadets the strength to go these next miles that stretch before them. To all of those who will step up and be recognized today, I ask that you give them a sense of pride in their accomplishments. Also remind them that they didn't make it alone, that there were many who helped them along the way, and they need to make sure that their thanks to those are recognized. But also remind them in each of their futures that you are interested in their success and they are never alone in their journeys. For all of your gifts, we give you thanks indeed, but especially today, we give you thanks for the ability to reach for the stars and grasp them with joy. Your strength enables us to protect others. Your providence keeps us safe. Help us to turn our hearts towards you each and every day. Almighty One, I ask for your blessings on this special ceremony, our awardees, and all who are gathered with us today. I pray that you fill each each cadet with satisfaction of the great work they are doing for the sake of their country. Especially pray for those who are deployed away from home. Keep us all and those who we love safe and strong. Grant us success in each and every of our endeavor as we serve our community, our nation, our world. Be with us this hour and every hour. We pray. Amen.
Amen. Good afternoon. I am Captain Keetrick L. Wilson. I will be your MC for this afternoon's ceremony. First, I would like to take the opportunity to welcome you on behalf of the Culper Battalion cadre and cadets. During this ceremony, we will recognize many of our cadets for their outstanding achievements and accomplishments during this past semester. At this time, we will pause a moment to reflect and render honors to what this day represents in history for our world, nation, and specifically our service members. On May 8, 1945, victory in Europe, both Great Britain and the United States celebrate Victory in Europe Day. Cities in both nations, as well as formerly occupied cities in Western Europe, put out flags and banners rejoicing in the defeat of the Nazi war machine during World War II. The 8th of May spelled the day when German troops throughout Europe finally laid down their arms. In Prague, Germans surrendered to their Soviet antagonists after the latter had lost more than 8,000 soldiers, and the Germans considerably more. In Copenhagen, in Oslo, at Karlshurst near Berlin, in northern Latvia, on the Channel Island of Sark, the German surrender was realized in a final ceasefire. Our world and nation is forever grateful and owe a great debt for the sacrifices of the men and women so affectionately known as the greatest generation, who stood up against tyranny. Before we proceed further, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy T. Lingenfelser, the Culper Battalion Professor of Military Science.
Hello, I'd like to formally welcome everyone to this year's award ceremony. It has been an interesting year, to say the least, especially the last couple of months. In fact, I think maybe I speak for everybody while looking at that previous picture. All we could think about was, come on, 6 feet apart, people, 6 feet apart. Seriously, so with all this going on, why bother having an awards ceremony? So it comes down to, we want to recognize excellence in our organization. We want to recognize excellence in this battalion, in the Army, and as future leaders. And I always find that somewhat ironic that we come together to award excellence, because even the average cadets that we have in the Culper Battalion are excellent citizens, are looked up to by society. Even those of you who may be struggling to keep up with your peers, remember that's because your peers are representing excellence, and you're striving for that excellence. So those that stand out among this group are exactly that, excellence. And so we want to take the time and energy to honor them. And I think you can look at, by all of the presenters that we have here, all of these people that are taking time out of their schedules to, in many cases, learn how to use Zoom for the first time, just to have the opportunity to come and honor you. That should tell you, how important what you are doing is, and your accomplishments are. And so this is the least we can do to come together to try to recognize you, and give you the honors and congratulations that you deserve. So you didn't come here, though, to listen to me speak. So Captain Wilson, you can move us along. And welcome, everybody.
Today's award ceremony will begin with several outstanding cadets being individually recognized for special awards. These awards, in many cases, will be presented by a guest presenter who represents the organization presenting the award. As many of you know, the Culper Battalion enjoys the support of many wonderful local and national organizations, many of whom are with us today to present awards to our cadets. The Association of the United States Army is a private, nonprofit educational organization that supports America's Army, active, reserve, National Guard, civilians, retirees, and family members. Since 1950, the association has worked to support all aspects of national security while advancing the interests of America's Army and the men and women who serve. The cadets who have contributed the most through leadership to advancing the standing of ROTC and the Department of Military Science are presented with the Association of the United States Army Award. To begin, I would like to call upon Lieutenant Colonel Schroeder to present the Association of the United States Army Award.
Sorry, I think Colonel Schroeder's mic is muted.
Hello, am I on? Okay. I'd like to thank everyone for their hard work this past semester, both the faculty and the staff, and of course the students. There's very, very trying circumstances under the this past semester. The Greater New York Statue of Liberty chapter of AUSA would like to present 3 awards to 3 outstanding cadets, and these awards will be presented by mail. The annual $250 scholarship certificate medal will go to Cadet Tiffany Parolo, and the citation on the award will say Association of the United States Army presents this award to Cadet Tiffany Parolo in recognition of the award of the Association of the United States Army Reserve Officer Training Corps, a medal presented at Pasteur University ROTC, 8 May 2020. It's signed by Carter F. Ham, President and General of the United States Army, retired. We also have an award for Cadet Emily Torini, who will also be receiving the certificate and the medal. I'm not going to read the certificate again, but and the third award will go to that's it. And the third award will go to Cadet Abraham Singrat. Did I pronounce that correctly? That's the Sanjeep.
Sanjap, sir.
Okay, and it's the Military History Award. It's in recognition of the award of the Association of the United States Army Reserve Officer Training Corps Military History Award, which will also receive a book for his achievements this past year. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
The American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919 as a patriotic, mutual help wartime veterans organization. It is a community service organization which numbers nearly 3 million members, both men and women, and nearly 15,000 American Legion posts worldwide. Each year, the organization recognizes the accomplishments of an outstanding senior, junior, sophomore of the Culper Battalion, Army ROTC. On behalf of Commander Al Ficaloro, we would like to present the American Legion Award to Cadet Kenneth Chi Gold.
Thank you, sir.
Cadet Abraham Sanjak, silver.
Thank you, sir.
With us today is Ms. Kathleen Murphy, who will be presenting the American Legion Award to Gregory Bobbin. Ms. Murphy.
Thank you for inviting me to this prestigious award ceremony. Unfortunately, it had to be via Zoom, but everything has gotten that way recently. On behalf of the over 1,000 members of the Nassau County American Legion Auxiliary, I am proud to present the National American Legion Auxiliary Bronze Award to Gregory Bobbin for his excellence, leadership, and dedication to the ROTC program. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
The American Veterans is one of America's foremost veterans organizations. It has a proud history of assisting veterans and sponsoring numerous programs that serve our country and its citizens. Since World War II, the organization has built on the tradition of service and today stands as a powerful advocate of veterans' rights. This organization's award is given annually to a cadet who has demonstrated diligence in the discharge of duty and willingness to serve both God and country, and is in good academic and military standing. On behalf of Emery Perry and Joseph Reams, we would like to present the American Veterans Award to Cadet Austin DeRosa.
Thank you, sir.
The next award is the Sons of the American Revolution. This award is presented to a meritorious cadet enrolled in Army ROTC. It is awarded for outstanding leadership qualities, military bearing, and excellence. These exemplify the high ideals and principles which motivated, sustained, and guided our patriot ancestors. On behalf of the Sons of American Revolution, I would like to call forward Chairman Forrest Woodward. On behalf of Chairman Forrest Woodward, I will be presenting this award today to Cadet Patrick Scharf.
Thank you, sir.
The Daughters of the American Revolution was founded on October 11, 1890. Its objectives are historical, to perpetuate the memory and spirit of the men and women who achieved American independence. Education, to carry out the injunction of Washington's in his farewell address in the people to promote as an object of primary importance institutions for the general diffusion of knowledge, thus developing an enlightened public opinion. Patriotic, to cherish, maintain, and extend the institutions of American freedom to foster true patriotism and love of the country, and to aid in securing for mankind all the blessings of liberty. At this time, I would like to call forward Ms. Louise Ryder from the Daughters of the American Revolution to present the Daughters of the American Revolution Award.
Thank you, Captain, for your invite for this ceremony. On behalf of the Colonel Untitled Chapter of National Society Daughters of the American Revolution, I am proud to present on this 8th day of May 2020 to you, Cadet Kelsey Viennese, with this ROTC Gold Medal and certificate. Thank you for your hard work, dedication, and patriotism.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
The Military Order of the Purple Heart Leadership Award is presented to the cadet who has excelled in ROTC and has demonstrated outstanding leadership qualities. On behalf of Robert Chipone and Earl Mutz, we would like to present the Military Order of the Purple Heart to Cadet Jeffrey Yee. The Military Officers Association of America was founded in Los Angeles, California on February 23, 1929. The MOAA is the nation's largest and most influential association of military officers. It is an independent, nonprofit, politically nonpartisan organization with more than 350,000 members from every branch of service, including active duty, National Guard, Reserve, retired, former officers, and their families. Its mission is speaking for a strong national defense and representing the interests of military officers at every stage of their careers. MOA's highest priority is providing first-class service to its members. MOA is the leading voice on compensation and benefits matter for all members of the military. I would like to call forward Lieutenant Colonel Schroeder to present the Military Officers Association Award.
Thank you very much. Military Officers Association of America is proud to present the MOAA ROTC Medal and Certificate to Cadet Harrison Boyd for having demonstrated exceptional potential for military leadership as a member of the Reserve Officer Training Corps.
Thank you, sir.
And it'll be forwarded by the mail, by U.S. mail.
Roger, sir. Thank you.
The Veterans of Foreign Wars has a tradition of enhancing the lives of millions through its community service programs and special projects. Through these efforts, its purpose is to honor the dead by helping the living. Together with its Ladies Auxiliary, its members are 2.7 million in approximately 9,500 posts worldwide. Each year, the VFW recognizes the cadet displaying the ideal citizenship, patriotism, and duty. On behalf of Chris Peterkin, we would like to present the award from the Veterans of Foreign Wars Association to Cadet Jerome Duffy. The National Society Daughters of Fathers and Patriots of America was founded June 7, 1898 by Miss Eugenia Washington, great-grandniece of George Washington, Miss Henry V. Boynton, and Miss William L. Mason. The National Society Daughters of Fathers and Patriots of America main purposes are limited to promoting patriotic and historical projects. Patriotic, aiding hospitals during time of war, awarding medals to outstanding ROTC students, presenting awards for excellence to graduates of service academies, and promoting for our flag. The historical mission, awarding achievements of students in American history, commemorating special historical events by erecting memorials, remembering outstanding individuals in our history, collecting, restoring, and preserving records from our early history. This award is presented to outstanding cadets in Culper Battalion. These cadets are in the top 25% of their class in both academic standing and physical fitness. Ms. Sharon Kay, are you with us today? On behalf of Ms. Sharon Kay, we would like to present the following awards. Cadet Melissa Medina, a $200 scholarship. Cadet Christina Mezzalesta, who will also receive a $200 scholarship and certificate as well. The Vietnam Veterans of America is the only national Vietnam Veterans organization congressionally chartered and exclusively dedicated to Vietnam-era veterans and their families. This award is presented to a cadet that demonstrates exceptional potential for great military leadership. On behalf of Mr. Steve Bonham, we would like to present the American Veterans Award to Cadet Alan Samara.
Thank you, sir.
The Military Order of the World War Gold Award is awarded to the senior cadet who has excelled in both the military and academic studies. At this time, I would like to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Paul Farnell, who will be presenting the next 4 awards.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm a commissioned officer from Hofstra ROTC, May 1969, only 51 years ago. The Military Order of the World Wars is a veteran service organization comprised of commissioned officers from all services and founded in 1919 by a request from General of the Army's John J. Blackjack Pershing that his officers continue serving America after their active military service ending following World War I. Now comprised of over 10,000 commissioned officers from every branch of the service, the motto of our order is, "It is better to serve than to be served." MAL supports ROTC, JROTC, Boy Scouts of America, Girl Scouts of America, Pershing Rifles, and Scabbard and Blade, conducts patriotic youth, education, leadership to 10th and 11th grade high school students, and JROTC cadets in all services across the country. MAL promotes patriotism, civic responsibility, national security, and leadership. This year, as the MAL Region 3 Treasurer and Commander of the Colonel Theodore Roosevelt MAL Chapter of New York, I'm pleased to present the 2020 MAL ROTC Awards of Merit to, our Gold Award goes to Cadet David Martin. Our Silver Award goes to Cadet Vera Jablon Kurbanov. And our Bronze Award goes to Cadet Ramsey DeLeon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, that will come in the mail from me. Okay. The next award I have, I'm going to take this hat off and put this hat on. I guess you can see it. I'm the president of the Hofstra Veterans Alumni Chapter also. Korean War infantry combat tested and highly decorated Sergeant Major Charles Churchill was the most senior non-commissioned officer of the 20-plus Hofstra ROTC cadre from 1965 to 69 and Pershing Rifles advisor when I was a student of Hofstra Army ROTC. He lived by the 7 Army core values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, and by virtue of being a sergeant major, he was treated with the utmost respect by both ROTC cadre officers and NCOs, in addition to all ROTC cadets. After his retirement from the U.S. Army in 1970, the Hofstra president asked Madge, as we fondly called him, in 1971 to become the assistant facilities manager as new dorms were being built all over campus, and Hofstra was becoming a resident commuting university. After accepting and then solving the countless thousands of student housing problems, as the resident students became the new adopted family from Ms. Talk in the new student center, Chuck finally retired as a facilities manager in 2003. In 1998, he was instrumental in bringing back and restarting the Hofstra Veterans Alumni Chapter, and after 30 years of inactivity, after 30 years of inactivity and helped raise the hundreds of thousands of dollars for the large bronze eagle monument dedicated to Hofstra veterans of all wars who gave service in their lives since World War II defending this great nation. It is located in the Veterans Quad near Calkins Gym with bronze plaques listing the names of all former Hofstra students killed in action. Always the mentor, father figure, confessor, and friend, Smaj led by example and encouraged me and my fellow students of the 1,400 plus Hofstra Corps cadets from 1965 to 69 to always strive for military and academic excellence, help our fellow man, and to achieve our greatest leadership potential. For we, like all of you, were to become the future Army officers whose job it is to protect the lives and welfare of the soldiers that we would command. Many of Hofstra's commissioned officers from this period owe their safe return from Vietnam, their 20-plus years in active military, guard, and reserve duty, and their successful lifetime civilian careers to the extraordinary giving and unselfish dedication of Sergeant Major Charles Churchill. In 2007, after 79 years on this earth, Sergeant Major Churchill left the Hofstra community that he loved to inspire in heaven his fellow comrade in arms. As president of the Hofstra Veterans Alumni Chapter, I'm proud to present in his honor the Sergeant Major Churchill Award plaque to Cadet William Iaso.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right, now I'm going to do the Sojourners Award. Tim McCann of the Long Island Sojourners was unable to make it. The National Sojourners originated in 1898, were organized from commissioned officers, warrant officers, and senior non-commissioned officers of the uniformed forces, past and present in the United States, and honorary members who are Master Masons. Their purposes are to develop true patriotism and Americanism throughout the nation, for bringing together representatives of the uniformed forces of the United States in a united effort to further the military need of national defense and for opposing any influence whatsoever calculated to weaken the national security. This year's Long Island National Sojourners Award is presented to Cadet Austin DeRosa.
Thank you, sir.
And finally, Captain Wilson read about the American Legion, but Lynbrook Post 958 2 years ago was commanded by my Persian rifle brother, Shelly Khan, who managed to donate a $500 scholarship to a Persian rifleman at Hofstra. And his award goes to Patrick Schaff, who I believe will be next year's Pershing Rifle Commander. And of course, I can say it's my fraternity brother. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all.
The Jewish War Veterans Americanism Patriotism Award. They will award a $100 scholarship to Cadet David Zine.
Thank you, sir.
One of the goals of the Society of the War of 1812 is to cherish, maintain, and extend the institutions of American freedom and foster true patriotism and love of country. The Society of the War of 1812 is presented annually to an outstanding sophomore in good academic standing and of high moral character, and has shown good leadership potential. Lieutenant Colonel Lingenfelser will now present the award.
Okay, so congratulations to Cadet Matthew Tatiano for earning this prestigious award.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Lieutenant Colonel Lingenfelser will present the USAA Spirit Award. The USAA Spirit Award honors the cadet in each program who best exemplifies the concept of service to their unit, community, and nation.
So congratulations to Cadet David Martin for all of the excellence and hard work. You get the long coveted Leatherman, which I'm sure you will use lots in your upcoming military career. Congratulations, Cadet Martin.
Thank you, sir.
And then Cadet Boyd also receives the Leatherman for all of your hard work, and thank you both.
Our next set of awards are the Battalion Commanders Award, presented by Lieutenant Colonel Lingenfelser. Please hold your comments and everything to the end of the presentation. Colonel Lingenfelser, at this time, I will pass over to you the next set of awards.
All right, so as you can see, we have the list of awards and winners here. I think a little needs to be said about each one of the awards and the winners. So the Sergeant York Award for Cadet Macedas, the hard work, the long hours that he's put in, first as the S3 in the first semester, planning our fall FTX, and everything that he has done for the battalion. I think he is going to go on to do great things in the Army. Then Cadet Domingo, if there's anyone that shows dedicated service in our battalion, it is Cadet Domingo. He is a go-to. In fact, I think if you look at most of our online products and most of our things that we have that are digital in any way, Cadet Domingo has touched it and improved it. That is the excellence, and he is definitely deserving of this award. All right, and so we see the recruiting awards. Like to thank everyone. This battalion only works with people who are volunteering to join, and there are people out there wanting to join that don't even know we exist. And so recruiting is an essential part of what we do. And so for those that have gone above and beyond, these awards are for you. I'd like to thank each one of you for your excellence. Next, we'll go to the Cadet Scholar. Academics, your students first, your ROTC cadets second. Cadet Perullo has shown this with her outstanding grades. It could have actually chosen a good handful of you for this award because you are all doing well, but Cadet Perullo went above and beyond. Like to see more Dean's List, like to have this so difficult to choose. And then for Cadet Honors, similar vein, Cadet Boyd and everything that he has done. Catalian's award for the Dean's List, also another scholar Cadet Medina, who's also getting the Battalion Commander's Academic Award. I think you look at those last 3 names, and I think you're seeing people who are doing all of the ROTC thing, but remembering that they're students and keeping the grades up and doing fantastic things for themselves and for their future as officers. So I'd like to thank everyone on this awards list. Not a single one of these was easy to choose. There's a lot of excellence out there, and I think you're looking at some of the best in the battalion here. Captain Wilson, back to you.
Thank you, sir. In February 2020, Hofstra was selected to send an outstanding cadet to the George C. Marshall Conference at Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. In the tradition of this country's citizens, soldiers, and in recognition of attainment as an outstanding student in military studies and leadership in the Army Reserve Officer Training Course. The first George C. Marshall ROTC Award seminar took place in Lexington, Virginia in 1978. Lexington and the Virginia Military Institute were chosen because VMI and General Marshall's alma mater and the historic significance of Lexington and having cadets walk the ground that he walked. At this conference, cadets participate in roundtable discussions on major national security issues with a leader, usually with an academic, military, or diplomatic background. The other major aspect of the program is the opportunity for the cadets to hear from the leaders of the Army and Department of Defense, either about current national security policy or what the Army expects from them as junior officers and leaders of the future. The cadets are selected from their respective detachments based on scholarship, leadership, physical fitness, community involvement, and are designated George C. Marshall Award recipients for their respective year. Lieutenant Colonel Lingenfelser will now be presenting the George C. Marshall Award.
So as you hear, this is a prestigious award, and every year it's always difficult to choose who gets to go to the George C. Marshall Conference and win the award. But I think Cadet Samara is looked up to by her peers. She is what is the best of our MS4 class. And so congratulations, Cadet Samara, well earned.
Thank you, sir.
At this time, Master Sergeant Robert Vetter will be presenting the awards to the 3 cadets who demonstrated significant physical readiness and competency while maintaining a high score in a specific range of the Army Physical Fitness Test. I would like to also add that the Platinum Award will be the 4th award given at this time.
All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I had a little bit of computer problems at the beginning, but let's go right into the importance of these awards. I'm going to go ahead and just talk in general about the Athlete Award. Physical fitness is one of the most important things that we can have in the Army, and it's also an individual event, right? So not only can you lead with physical fitness, but it's something that you could take pride on and do, and even work more on it when you're at your house or you're off hours and you're not in the organized PT. So we're going to give the platinum, gold, silver, and bronze awards out. The bronze medal athlete goes to Cadet Nikita Griffith. That ribbon will be awarded once we're back in at the university. Next. The silver medal athlete is Cadet Patrick Sharp. The gold medal athlete, Cadet David Macias. And the platinum medal athlete goes to Cadet Aline Samara. Now I want to go ahead and just touch on their individual scores as well. So Cadet Samara, she had a 300 on her APFT. David Macias had a 296. Patrick Sharp had a 289. And Nikita Griffith had a 278. All within the Army Physical Excellence of what we used to use. And then, I mean, it's just outstanding on them. Not only are they doing this for themselves, they are also helping and they're out front leading PT on a regular basis. So thanks to them, give them we would give them a big round of applause at this point, but we can't right now. So thank you.
The Superior Cadet Award is presented annually to the top cadet in each military science class. These cadets have demonstrated the highest level of dedication to duty while excelling both academically and athletically, ranking in the top 25% of their class in each category. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Lingenfelser will now be presenting the Department of the Army Superior Cadet Awards.
All right, so our MS1, I think so before I just read off a list of names, I say that I think the awards requirements speak to themselves, excellence across the board. So each one of these, you look at them, they're the standard. So for the MS1s, Cadet Jacob Gilmartin.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. For the MS2s, Cadet Kelsey Viennese.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
done. Yeah, well done. For the MS3s, Cadet Patrick Sharp, a name we've heard a lot today.
Thank you, sir.
And for the MS4s, Cadet Kenneth Chi.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
sir.
Finally, I would like to call for Ms. Mary Ness from First Command Financial Planning, who will now be presenting an award to the top cadet in Culper Battalion for fiscal year 2020. This award carries great prestige throughout Cadet Command, and First Command has teamed up with Culper Battalion in honoring this top cadet in the program by dedicating a 30-inch saber in their honor. Folks, please put your hands together for the winner of the First Command Fiscal Year 2020 Award, Cadet David Macias. Ms. Ness.
Good afternoon, everyone, cadets, cadre members, and distinguished guests. On behalf of First Command, I'm pleased to participate in this awards presentation. At First Command, we provide holistic financial planning for our current and future military leaders. This is our mission, and it's our privilege to support and coach in the financial readiness of our troops. As these future military warriors complete this remarkable academic year, we appreciate the opportunity to once again support the cadets and the cadre of Hofstra University ROTC. Therefore, on behalf of First Command, it's my honor to present this commemorative saber to Cadet David Macias, who through his academic excellence and military bearing has demonstrated the qualities required of an exceptional military leader. From all of us at First Command, we wish Cadet Macias continued success in his professional military career. We anticipate he will be an excellent role model and inspiration for many military personnel. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Let's put our hands together for all of our awardees that we have recognized today. At this time, Lieutenant Colonel Lingenfelser will be conducting closing remarks.
I'd like to start my closing remarks by thanking all of our outside agencies, all of those people that have taken the time, energy, and effort to come together to award excellence. Something that I get to see every day, every time I'm around any of you. But for these outside organizations that don't get to know you, to take the energy and the effort to want to come and give you a token of appreciation for your excellence. It's very humbling as a leader to have these great organizations out there supporting us. So a big thank you from the Culper Battalion to each and every one of you for taking the time, energy, and effort out of your schedules to come to this awards ceremony. And now, lastly, for all of the cadets, this is typically the last time in a semester that we all get together as an organization. I know it's been an odd semester. We haven't had the luxury of having a lot of formations and looking at each other. But we have a lot going on still. We have commissioning in a couple of weeks. For those juniors, we have your cadet summer training, whatever that is. For many of you sophomores, we have your basic training, whatever that will be, your cadet summer training basic camp. There will be something. What that ends up being, we don't know. Expect a SEC Army decision any day now. But they're looking at options. So keep yourself prepared. Keep doing excellent. Now, for those of you who weren't called up for awards, doesn't mean you're not excellent. But it means that you're not separating yourself from the pack, and look for those ways to do so. One of the ways you can do it is getting yourself ready to excel at whatever your cadet summer training. And then finally, for the seniors, this is the last time that you'll be in front of or with all of your fellow ROTC cadets. Many times, the next time these cadets see you, you will be a commissioned officer in the United States Army. And they will be calling you sir for real this time. So that should mean a lot to you. And the final thing I'll mention is the new chain of command is effective today. So Cadet Martin, you're on the out. Cadet Scharf, congratulations and good luck. I wish you the best of luck in this next year.
Thank you, sir.
So, you're very welcome and deserving. As I think we've called your name quite a few times here. I think that shows that you are deserving. With that, no one signed in here today to listen to me ramble on. So Captain Wilson, back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the formal portion of our ceremony. Will you please join us in playing of the Army song? At this time, please rise.
Wherever we go, and the army will go.